just like that, the Bastion comes alive. Starts growing again, growing stronger. His name is Zulf. No hiding he's an Ura. Zulf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again. So many secrets in there and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal. When Zulf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. It's him. I've come to warn you, he says. The Bastion is under siege. Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zulf's plan worked. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the Calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. Once the kid gets that last shard from Zulf, it'll all be over. I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right. Got his lifelong friend to keep him company. Just needs to get that shard from Zulf and come on home. The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zulf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the Calamity. Zulf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? All we can do is sit and talk. Well? Waiting for a kid. Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. There's something I want you to understand. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Earth planted here will go away. What happens to Zolf will no longer matter. Zealandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be all right. Problem is, we'll all be gone. Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. Good times, right? You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. You follow me? Life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at him. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
Loving on.
Who am I kidding? Look. There's something else. A confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores. And we take off away from here. Heavy, ain't it? You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. Simple matter of pride, either. One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home. I can see it now. The kid in one corner, and Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide, feel your heart and it's glowing. I'm welcome home, sweet home. I take your hand.
Kid's probably dealt with off by now. It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now. Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead you want to stay. In a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. Of carrying on. With you here. We can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say? It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon. No matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time. Before any of this. Might be we'll forget everything you've done. And each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. Ceylandia, we're coming home.
Hey everybody, Yusef for Dad's Free Time Let's Plays, getting it in. I hope you enjoyed my non-commentary version of Bastion. I'm sure there's about 1 million of them out there, so whatever. Bastion is a weird game to me because it gets a lot of accolades because it's a good game, but I found it to be a little bit too much into itself, if that makes any sense. The backgrounds were beautiful. The ideas were excellent, like super great. So don't get me wrong, aesthetically it's awesome, but I just couldn't stand how slow that kid ran, and I'm sure that's a design choice. He couldn't run any faster. However, his roll was faster than his run, like 2 times faster, right? So I just found myself rolling through the whole damn game to try and speed it up a little bit, and then at the end they gave you that stupid horn head thing, that big huge pillar, and it slowed him down even more. And then they end the games with these slow songs. The man talking, he talks real slow. Yeah, that whole idea of slowing things down really started to get to me after a while. However, I did enjoy the beautiful scenery and everything like that. Artistically, this game is excellent. I can't deny that. That's super obvious, and the artwork's beautiful, and it's one of those games where you'd love to get the book full of the concept art and all that stuff. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video game plot summary. I'm sure it's gonna be only 10 to 15 minutes. But this game was so short. I guess you could play through it all by yourself, right? I just saw somebody did a speed paint for it, a speed run in 15 minutes. That was ridiculous. So yeah. Anyway, you guys have fun. Peace.